Hi guys, thanks for joining me today to check out a couple of new journals that will be going up on Etsy. One is fabric covered and then the other one is just a hardback. The fabric covered one is also got rigidity to it, but it's not as hard as this one. So let's do this one first. They're both approximately the same size and the same amount of pages, about 80, I think. 80 pages. So this one is, like I said, it's hardback and has a book plate here. Pardon my horrible inky fingers, and I sliced my finger real good today, so there's an ugly old band-aid on there. I aim to impress. So anyway, there's a book plate here with some vintage notebook paper that has been tea stained behind it. And a real pretty, this is a Tim Holtz paper. I forget which line it's from. And then on the back is this paper that I thought went with the tones of the front cover. On every corner, we have these little book corners that match the book plate, and then on the spine we have some tea stained crocheted ribbon, and up top there's a few clips. So this one isn't big like my other ones are like twice this size, so this one isn't quite as big. Okay, so inside there is this belly band here. This is just one of the envelopes from one of my ephemera kits. Charmed, I'm sure, I think. And this is the little card that goes on the inside of that. So I just slipped that in there. This front little short tag page has a garment clip with a little tag, and then two little tags inside this tiny little pocket there. And we've got some photo strip people, and we have a pocket on this side with a couple of tags with some fibers in there. Everything has been tea stained, of course. Another tag, some tracing paper. On this side is just a piece of folded up journaling paper. Some blank sheet music, or sheet music lines, I guess. There's a pocket with a real vintage tag in there, and then on this side is another tag that's attached with that little clip. There's a piece of ephemera. I left it blank on the back. It's just an old newspaper clipping, and then on the back it's blank. Some ledger and some notebook. There's another pocket with another journaling spot there, and some stamping. There's some of that watercolor book. I'm almost out of that. You have to order another one of those books. All right. There's a tag clipped up here and a fold-out page over here. There's an old encyclopedia page and a book page. And here is an envelope, and inside this envelope is a small little booklet, and it's filled with random papers on the inside. So extra little notebook in there. It goes in that pocket. There's another tag. And another one of the journal papers folded up like an envelope, clipped on the side of this page. And a policy envelope type thing clipped there. And then in the back, we've got this pocket attached here with a couple of to-do lists added into the back. And I thought this one was more of a rustic style journal, and so I added the jute twine to tie up this book, and it's secured with the eyelets through the back, front, and back cover. So there's that one. This one is similar size. It's a tiny bit bigger just because the fabric overlaps the cover a little bit. But there is a book plate up here for you to write whatever you'd like. Eyelets with the seam binders ribbon, and then some fibers tied onto the spine. This one too has approximately 80 pages. Make sure we're good here. So this is actually the cover, and it's not hard. It's kind of a flexible kind of a material, but sturdy. So there is a pocket here with a piece of encyclopedia page sewn on, and a little hanger clip with a couple of tags. This one has quite a bit of sewing in it. I thought it lent itself to the sewing theme, so here's a little tag here in this peekaboo pocket, and there is a little teeny tiny locket on that little garment pin right there. Here's another photo strip. Here is a vintage bingo card and a piece of vintage sheet music there. This is a little collage tag I put together with an old piece of measuring tape and a button sewn on there. And you can write on the back of that if you'd like. Some lined paper. Here is a little, it's 3 little tags that are put together with a brad, so they rotate, so you can write on the back of those. They just come off the clip. Some tracing paper. Here's another tag on the inside of that pocket. It's all sewn together, and as well as this peekaboo pocket here, all sewn together, and it's got a journaling page in there that's been stamped. Some more tracing paper, notebook, there is a page, pocket page with a large journaling card, and then this is a page from a kid's textbook, a vintage piece there, added in there, and then it's got this silk sewn on there. There's another peekaboo pocket here with a tag on the inside, all sewn together with some cheesecloth. And here's some tracing paper sewn onto that one. Here's another of the peekaboo pockets with some silk, and then here is a small booklet with some random papers here on the inside. So an extra little booklet, and I just slid it right in there. There's another one of the journaling papers that you can take off. It's just folded like the envelope with a bird stamped on it. Here is a envelope all sewn together there. And the book page and a ledger page. Here's another peekaboo pocket here with some tags. And here is another tag clipped on here, and it's got a little brad that hooks onto this little mini tag. Some graph paper and some encyclopedia page. And then we've got this large sewn pocket here in the back with a vintage button tied on, and then there's a tag on the inside. And then it too has the eyelets that come together like this, and you just tie it back together. And so both of these have lots of room to add your own goodies and photographs and documentations, whatever you'd like to do. So there are those two. I hope you enjoyed them, and it's nice to be back. Had a lot to do lately. I've been putting up, I did a few digi kits and But I really enjoy making journals, so it's nice to get back to the journal making. I hope everybody's doing great, and I will catch you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.